Hi everyone, this is Barry, and I'm talking to a good friend of mine, Laurence Hiller. Hi,
Hi,
Lawrence.
Bal.
You all right, mate? How
How
you
you
doing?
doing? All
All
good?
good.
All good, yeah.
Brilliant. Um, so we were chatting about how we first met, and all the different cultures down the lane. I mean, we had the Greeks, the Turks, we had, we had Indian, we had the Jewish community, the black community. We had all these different people going through that market. And as you know, with what's going on around the world at the moment, we had our problems, as you know, with all these people.
Mm.
But what we did have was us. And that was really important having us,
Yeah,
So
there was a kinship there, and a lot of the kids, like you and all your mates, all worked on the different stalls. So
yeah,
you got to know, like you was at all the family dues and stuff, weren't you? You was at my
yeah,
wedding,
yeah,
um, and yeah, that it was kind of everyone intermingled, didn't they?
yeah. I tell you what's really interesting as well. When I'm in the music business and you're in the music business, and your daughter's in the music business, but your father was kind of, and your brother, of course, but your father was a very kind of big influence on all of us. And he was a short, powerful, what would you say? Like a red ant. He had a bad sting if you went near him, but a lovely
Yeah, but
heart.
very kind, very
Very
gentle
kind.
man, wasn't he? Yeah,
Yeah,
because
very kind.
he was close with Billy, and
My
then
brother
I
Billy.
got yeah, then I got good friends with Billy when I think I was about sort of 21 or something, and that's
Right.
how I got to meet you because he said to me, my brother's looking for a job, and so I said, "Well, bring you up to the store," and he didn't just bring you up; he brought you and Gary Wallace.
Wow.
Um, yeah, you had a big barnet on you. You looked like one of the Jackson Five.
I want you
And
back.
that was it, yeah. Yeah, and
Mm.
from then on, you worked at the store, didn't you, as a kid?
Yeah, it was great.
And
Great.
that's when I got to know Gary, and
Mm.
yeah, we've just been
Then all
pals
the
ever
characters.
since.
Yeah, and
Oh, all your mates that used to come up to the store, I got to know all the likes of sort of there's Rob and there's Collier and Vincent Brady,
Vincent
and
Brady.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
And you know what was funny? That we don't really talk about what we do. We do it, and that's it. And at my 50th, when we had the opportunity to you to come and sing with Tom Jones, Peter Gabriel, I mean the whole gang, you've done the backing vocals and vocals with a lot of the artists. A lot of
yeah,
people didn't realise that you done it at that league. That was the
yeah.
funniest thing, You come
Well, I've always been. It's like kind of when I'm down the market, although I've not been there for a while. I'm just down the market,
yeah,
and it was always a great level of being there,
yeah, of course,
because it
great.
just brought you back down to the earth. There was a lot of people down there with talent. In fact, I remember, without name dropping, I had a meeting at Disney about a thing that I'd written, this cartoon that looked like it was going to crack it and everything. And they said to me, "We've left your space in our car park." And I said, "No, no, it's all right. I've got the train." I didn't really get the train. I was in the van. So I didn't want to leave the van in Disney's
In the
car
car
park.
park.
So came straight from the market, parked round the corner, and went in there and never got the
Right.
deal with Disney. Yeah, they
Oh,
must have seen
right.
the van. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, they followed you. Now,
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
what was another interesting moment is your dad knew Matt Monroe. Was it Matt
Yeah, he
Monroe?
used to.
Yeah,
Yeah, well, he knew lots of people.
yeah.
My dad was a double act with his brother Tony Hiller, who recently died. And Tony wrote "Save Your Kisses for Me" and
Save
"United."
all your
Was
kisses. Oh
yeah,
wow.
Save Your Old Missus for Me, as we used to sing. And "United We Stand." Do you remember that one? "United We Stand" was a big hit in America, and I think they used it at the Obama uh, inauguration
Oh
thing. And
wow.
yeah, so
Wow.
it's always been in the family.
Right.
Yeah, my dad used to do. My dad and his brother were the opening act. They used to be on the bill, all the American bases, with Matt Monroe, and when he cracked it, he made sure that they were still there opening for him. But yeah,
Right.
he used to come. He used to come pick me up from school in his Thunderbird car. He was the
But
first person that had he went, look what I've got. He bought a record player that you just slid the records in
Yeah,
his glove compartment. Yeah,
yeah,
which was pretty cool.
amazing. But
Yeah.
down the market, you had a lot of your family and aunts and uncles who kind of all worked along on all different kind of stalls and shops. And is it your grandmother?
Yeah.
Was it?
Well, my nan and granddad were originally down there.
Right. Okay.
They had the shop Mary's,
That's
which
it.
was
Yeah.
a linen shop, and before that,
Yeah.
they had the shop that got bombed during the war.
Oh wow! Is that where the church was? Further down, where the flower
No,
store
I
was.
think it was where all the new bit was,
right,
where like Zach's and all those places were. Because if you look at it down there, there's like a new bit on one side and the old bit on the other side.
On the other side, yeah.
Yeah.
Good. So, what are you up to now? What is your I mean, I've heard about this. Someone was telling me about this school, this thing you put on YouTube. You had like 10, 15, or you made 20,000 views in the last of a cartoon, is it a cartoon or what?
I had this kids thing that I did because I sort of was signed as a writer with this TV company for a while, and I had this kids story that I did, and we put it up online as a YouTube kind of storybook, and I had a look a little while ago and I thought, blimey, it's got thousands of hits. That's really weird. So I Googled it and it's ended up on, for some reason, on all the school curriculums now.
Oh, wow.
Just out of nothing, just by a bit of luck. You know what they say, you throw enough whatever and eventually something sticks. So that's something interesting going on at the moment. I'm still writing, singing. I'm on the Barrie night show, apparently.
Of course.
Which is like pretty cool.
What about your lovely daughter? Now, I must say to everyone, she came on the show last week and she done me a nice video. And I think we had a slight technical problem. And I was told after. So I was a bit annoyed. So I'm going to put her back on this show. That's the most important thing. To put her back on this show and make sure it's clear. So that's done. But your daughter has sung with Tom Jones, Paul Young, Lady Gaga. I mean, you can go on, Roachford.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, again, the reason that she probably did that was from the day of Billy bringing you and Gary up, because Gary called me one day and he said, I'm thinking of using Sophie on the Tom Jones thing. I wanted to pop round and have a listen and do stuff. He said, but I can't promise that she'll get it. And I don't want you to have the ump if she doesn't. I went, of course I won't. I said, but I'm sure she'll be good enough. And I was at a wedding and she phoned me up and she said, she was also the youngest person ever to sing with Tom Jones. I think she was like 18. And she phoned me up and she went, I went round to Gary's, sung this, and he said to me, pack your bags, you're off to Vegas. So, she got the gig, and I thought she might be only doing a couple, but she ended up with Tom Jones for about 5 years.
Oh, yeah. It's just, as I said, with me and your daughter, it's just that one opportunity, isn't it? It's just that one thing what happens. And it happened to me when I was a rogue from Wharf Road and all that kind of stuff. And I had that one opportunity and I grabbed it. And that's been going on for the last nearly 40 years now. That one opportunity, you know. And I think if you can give someone that in life, like your daughter, and you know, with us, our feet are so far sealed to the ground. I go on these mega tours and I come back. And I remember, I'll tell you a funny story. I'd done a Pink Floyd tour. I come off a Pink Floyd tour halfway through, had a couple of days off. I went down the lane and you went to go to the toilet. So I was serving. Right,
you was working, Yeah,
right. And then later on, someone said, I saw that Barrie Knight down the lane. Cool. He's having a hard time, isn't he?
Yeah.
Not realising that I'm helping you out.
And also, when I counted the money up, it was 20 quid short as well, Barrie.
Of course. I bought everyone a coffee. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
But you know, you've always been around my family and vice versa. I've actually got Billy on the show this week, talking about you were around when were you there when he bought the gold medal down the street market?
I don't think I was a kid then. Even I was.
I think your dad.
Yeah.
I think your dad
my dad was there. Yeah.
And your uncle, Johnny?
Yeah, Johnny was there. Right, there's that picture of them all
Yeah,
together, isn't
yeah,
there?
yeah. With that picture. Yeah.
And you know, my dad introduced Billy to Sandra,
Oh, his wife. Yeah.
his wife. Yeah,
Wow.
he came up to my dad one day because there was a shop behind us, Rosa, and he said,
Right.
"I really like that girl in there." He said, but he was a bit kind of shy to go and
Yeah,
ask. So my
yeah.
dad said, "Oh, I'll have a word with you," and he spoke to her, and they met, and that was it.
Wow.
Ended up getting
Wow.
married, and
Getting
yeah,
married, and yeah, it's good. You know.
yeah,
But anyway, Lawrence, really appreciate you coming on. I know we've been
it's
around
a
a long
pleasure.
time, still have, and I'm looking at doing. Hopefully, if we come out of this, so we can start doing stuff before Christmas. I'm looking at doing that Christmas thing again. So please come along
I'm
and do
not. I
what you
can't
do
work with
best.
you again. I'm sorry. Not after last time. Yeah.
Why, and why is
Those
that, Lawrence?
advances you made towards me, it was
No,
like,
no, that's money. Advance. It's called money, not advances.
oh, okay, yeah.
It's a
Not
difference.
the
You know
way
what I
you
mean? So,
did it though.
no, okay. Lawrence, apart from all this music business, you started a new kind of venture with you've been working with these footballers, legendary footballers and snooker players, and you've been
Yeah,
setting up a
yeah.
whole kind of a package so people can come, meet and greet, photograph, and all that. How's that been going?
Yeah, it was good. I originally started out, I was working, it was snooker legends, and I was
All right.
presenting the shows. But trouble is, I know sod all about snooker. So every time we did a thing, whether it was with Steve Davis or sort of these, I had to go and read their life stories. And then
Right.
I was offered to just be part of the whole kind of memorabilia thing and
How many
the
people?
meet and
How
greet.
many? How many people in the hall or in the theatre when you?
Well, like when you get some of these like real legends like the Ian Rushes and all them and Gazzers, and you can get like 3,000 people, 2.5, which is normally like the capacity of these, as you know, some of these
Right.
theatres. Yeah, and they're great shows, a lot of fun.
So
Yeah.
you do the meeting, you do the one-to-one chat. Then after you do the meet and greet, and then everyone gets a picture, and it's a signed picture sent to them. So the whole package, it's like a
Yeah,
whole
yeah. Yeah, and then
experience,
there's
basically.
memorabilia and all this. They get
Right.
chances to buy stuff, and there's raffles and auctions, and
Right.
yeah, it's just a whole kind of night of entertainment.
Right.
But
Okay.
obviously, what happened was we were really busy, and then the rug got pulled out from
Uh-oh.
under us, like anybody
Yeah.
in this. So one minute I was kind of flying high, the next minute I'm selling the big issue, So, but
Well,
it's
I'm
all
in
right.
there.
We're used to it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Well,
Be
Lawrence,
back
thank you
there
very much
again.
thanks for coming on, and I wish you all the best, and keep them songs going and
Pleasure, Val.
writing,
Lots of love to
and
you and everyone. And
we'll always keep in touch. And I think next time we should show one. Me, you should do a duet.
don't get carried away with yourself.
Oh, sorry.
You can do a duet, but you got to do it on your own. Yeah.
No, I get a mirror.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, thanks a lot, Lawrence. I appreciate that.
All right. Speak to you
Thank you.
soon.